Hey everyone, I just want to do a quick update. As of right now, my cycle has not begun, but I'm assuming it should be here between next Sunday and Thursday. Though it may begin earlier, I'm not quite sure when I ovulated. I just know that the doctor said that he was fairly certain that I had ovulated. So that's good. Hopefully it starts and then we can get the ball rolling with the rest of this cycle. In regards to our cycle, we have been able to find some central tide. So we're able to do a short estrogen priming cycle, which basically means we're cutting off 2 weeks of the cycle, which is really good. And I've done the short cycle in the past, and I found that it was less strenuous on me to do it the short way than the long way. Um, and I guess less strenuous is the best way to say it, because I didn't have to downreg first and shut down my ovaries and then re-wake them up by stimming. So I'm quite pleased that we're able to do that. In regards to my intralipids, they should hopefully be here by the end of this week. I had a couple of issues with the pharmacy in the UK where they had asked for my doctor's registration and all that kind of stuff to make sure that my script from here was up to par and actually from a real live doctor. However, my doctor obviously was able to provide that information, and he done so quite quickly, and therefore on Friday they were able to say we're sending off your Sudanese scription to be transcribed by a UK doctor, and then on Monday, which is tomorrow, the order should be sent for processing and shipping, and then I should also receive the order to my UK address on Tuesday by 1 o'clock. So I'm quite pleased with that. So we're waiting for the intralipids in England, and then there was a whole bunch of stuff that we had purchased from Amazon to come over as well to Sudan. So we've sent for like alcohol wipes, which we can't really find here a lot of anyways. We've sent for those buckets that you put your used needles in so nobody gets hurt. We sent for just different types of munchies like sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. We've sent for a good prenatal for me. Now I showed you what I was taking previously in my other vlog. However, this one has a couple different forms of folic acid in it. So my doctor said if I should get my hands on it, I should try and take it. So that will be coming as well in the package. So that's good. And I obviously enjoy getting mail. As you can imagine, I don't get very much of it here in Sudan because it's not a cheap feat to send parcels and packages or anything of that nature. So that's good. So basically that's it for my update. We're just waiting for AFs to come, and then we can start the cycle, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good and positive results. Now, in regards to positive results, I do plan on testing out my trigger shot. Now, I think I said this in one of my previous vlogs that because I have empty follicle syndrome, my doctor wants us to be able to get out as many eggs as possible. So all the books basically for fertility doctors says that if you have a patient who has empty follicle syndrome, the best way to get out the eggs is to give a higher dosage of HCG. So my trigger shot, instead of being 10,000 units, will be 20,000 units. Now, of course, we're going to have to watch to make sure I don't get OHSS or overstimulate. So he will be watching me very closely in regards to that. Of course, if something were to happen and I did overstimulate, it would become a freeze-all cycle, and we would end up having to do a frozen embryo transfer. But we're hoping that's not going to be the case. Usually, I've never overstimulated, and no OHSS symptoms at all. So I think in that regard, we will be fine. However, I am a pee-on-a-stick-aholic. I like taking pregnancy tests, and I'd like to know what's going on with my body, because usually if I'm pregnant, and I've been pregnant enough to know when I usually get positive tests, and usually by 12 days past ovulation, I have a positive test that is pretty much clear to see, not just a little squinter line. So, of course, with taking 20,000 units, with taking 20,000 units of HCG, that means I'm going to probably be 20 to 22 days before I can trust that test to be a true positive. So I do plan on testing out my trigger. However, of course, I won't be trusting any positive test until after the 20th day point. I will obviously be getting blood tests as well to see if things are changing. I will say right now that I despise the beta test. I very rarely get them done. They're expensive here, and sometimes they can take a while to get back. And I just find them extremely stressful. To me, it's not going to change the results. You're either pregnant or you're not, or you're either pregnant and you're going to miscarry. There's nothing to be able to change those results as such. So I probably will get a few beta tests to make sure that my levels are going down, and then of course later on in the cycle to see if they are doubling as they should. So we will see. It depends again on how quickly they can get the results back, because of course it should be back within a 24-hour period, so you know what's going on for your next loss from numbers. So we shall see, as I said, on how that goes. So if you have any questions, please leave them below on my YouTube channel, or again, you can join my Facebook page, which I will link down below. Also remember that when we get to 200 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway. So please click the big red button that says subscribe, and have yourself a lovely evening. Bye-bye.